Hello everybody, how are you doing? So I have a message for you about the solar eclipse, and we are also going to do a channeled guided meditation after I talk about it for a little bit. So get comfortable. I'm so excited to share this with you. So for the solar eclipse, one of the main themes that has been coming up is to love yourself and to embrace all that you are. Last night in a dream I was channeling, and the message in the dream was to look at yourself through eyes of love. And when you start looking at yourself through eyes of love, you start to look at the world and others around you through eyes of love. The thing that is really interesting about this solar eclipse is that it represents a shadow, and this shadow falls across the US, which means a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are seeing the shadow side of themselves and realizing that that is not what they want to embrace anymore. So what's been going on worldwide is that a lot of normal people have been awakening, and it seems somewhat chaotic because awakening isn't always a peaceful thing. It's interesting because this time last year I started dreaming about a solar eclipse, not knowing that there was going to be one this year. And in those dreams, in all of those dreams, I would have them a lot. I would be out somewhere in public and I would look up at the sky and see this solar eclipse, and I would stand still and feel calm, and everyone around me would be running and screaming. And to me, this means that a lot of spiritual people have been on this path for a while, working on themselves and putting the work in. This shift to higher consciousness has been gradual and happening over time, but to a lot of people that haven't been on this journey, it can seem scary, it can seem chaotic, it can seem like, why are all the negative things, all the anxieties, all the fears coming up in myself? It looks like a bad thing, but actually it's just an awakening. It's saying to yourself, hey, this might be highlighting the shadows of myself, and I don't like those things, but now I get to know that I have these things within me that I want to work on. So it's interesting because a lot of the messages I've been receiving in my channelings is that people want a certain end result. They say, I want to be here, but they think that by getting there, they can get there by continuing to do things the same, to continue to stay in the same patterns. A lot of people are running away, actually running away from themselves, and by running away from themselves, they run away further from where they need to be and where they want to be. So what I suggest to do to that is to take time to journal, take time for yourselves, and don't run away from yourself. We always think it's scary to go within, but actually when you go within, you'll find light. You'll find so much light, so much love. Also, what I want you to do is to start asking yourself, why do I feel this way when you feel an unpreferred feeling? Maybe you're feeling judgmental or in the ego or fearful or anxious, but stop and ask yourself. Really take that time for introspection and reflection. Why do I feel this way? Where is this coming from? Pinpoint that and realize what it is, understand what it is, and don't let it rule your lives. So many people say, I'm anxious, I'm fearful. I don't know about what, but I'm anxious and fearful, and I'm going to feel this way all day. I used to be one of those people. I used to let my anxieties rule my day. I used to let my fears and my worries rule my day. But I realized you don't have to let that rule your day. You can rule your day by saying, I'm not going to let that get the best of me. Take a couple of deep breaths into that feeling, and really have some honest self-evaluation time. So many of us think that when we go within, we're going to find something to be ashamed of, something dark, something about ourselves that we don't like. But really, when you go within, you find so much beauty, so much light, so much love. And oftentimes our ego is afraid to go in because it knows all that we are is beautiful. And it knows that if we see that, it will change our reality, it will change our perception. The thing that's interesting that I've realized over the period of this solar eclipse in the past week is that oftentimes when we are afraid, we are not afraid of people or something bad happening to us. That's not actually that scary. What we're actually afraid of is our own power, our own potential, because that requires us to step outside of our comfort zone. That requires us to take a leap of faith sometimes, and that requires change. You have this anxious person, and they find the power within themselves. They become a calm person. They become an embodiment of light and love and peace and a creator of their reality. That's a shift from one person to the next within you, and that can be perceived as scary. A lot of people don't like change, and so they run away from change, but change is the only constant. Change is the only thing that is certain. Every day we are changing, whether we are aware of it or not, for the better or for the worse. So we might as well make a conscious decision to change for the better, to change for ourselves, so that we may create the life that we wish. You see, insanity is when you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I find people trapped in their patterns sometimes, running away from themselves and wanting to be over here. But you can be over here by embodying yourself, by embodying your authenticity, by appreciating yourself, and by saying, hey, I'm worthy, I'm beautiful, I'm full of all this potential, and I'm going to go for it. I start believing in myself. That's what you got to do. So to get here, don't run away this way. You got to be present with yourself, be honest with yourself, talk to yourself, say, why am I feeling this way? Oh, okay, maybe it's because of this. Okay, cool, that's not that scary, you know? Otherwise, we're just in this mindset of, what's going on? I don't know what's going on, but I'm afraid of something, but it must be pretty scary if I'm afraid of it, so I'm not going to dive in there. Dive in there, take a deep breath, and see what it is. Maybe it's something from childhood, maybe it's something someone said to you, and once you realize that, you can let it go. You can pinpoint where that anxiety, where that fear is coming from, and when you pinpoint it, it's not as anxiety-causing or scary anymore. You say, oh, I was just anxious because I got to go to work tomorrow, or I was just feeling fearful because of this, you know? So take time to journal. Take time to reflect and start asking yourself why you feel the way you feel. So many people ask other people, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling that way? You know yourself the best. So go within. You have all the answers, and start practicing that in daily life. When you catch yourself feeling a way you don't want to feel, ask yourself why. And when you catch yourself having negative thoughts, say those thoughts out loud and listen to them. Because in our minds, everything seems so realistic. It can be so easy to say, I'm ugly. But when you say it out loud, you feel the resonance, or you feel the resistance of, oh, I don't actually mean that. I don't actually feel that. That feels pretty bad. Why am I thinking that? So next time you catch yourself having a negative thought, be patient with yourself and maybe even say it out loud. Say like, I am ugly, I'm stupid, I messed up, I'm stupid. But really hear that resistance you feel to that, knowing that that is not what you are in alignment with. And if you are, you don't want to be in alignment with that. So get out of that headspace, focus on what you want out of life. A lot of times, we feel the need to let go in order to progress. And sometimes I find a lot of people struggle with this concept of letting go. You have someone that wants to let go of something, but they start thinking about it, telling themselves, I gotta let go of this, I gotta let go of this, I gotta let go. Actually, you're just thinking about it more and you're holding on to it even tighter. So what I want you to do in those situations is to focus on what you want out of life, to recenter, to say, hey, this is where I want to be, this is what's important to me. And start looking that direction. Start focusing on those passions, that excitement within you. And say, hey, this is what I want, this is where I want to be, this is what I'm going to do to get there. I'm going to feel that passion, I'm going to feel that excitement. And by giving your focus and attention to that, the rest naturally fades away. And not just, oh, I forgot about it. No, energetically too. You become more in alignment and you start resonating with your higher self, with higher energies. When you follow your passions and you feel great, you start embodying that vibration. You start holding on to that vibration. And when you get into alignment with that, when you look back over time at the things that you wanted to let go of, you notice it doesn't hurt you as much because you are literally vibrating at a higher level that is no longer in alignment with that lower level vibration. So take that time to go within, take that time to look at yourself. This shadow of the eclipse is bringing up the shadow selves in each of us. It is bringing up the things we do not like about ourselves. And while that can seem daunting and like something you just want to continue to avoid or numb out to, that's really not going to get us anywhere in the long run. In the long run, we gotta look it straight in the eye and say, hey, maybe I am a little judgmental. Let me understand why. Oh, okay, it's coming from a feeling of lack. It's coming from a feeling of fear that I won't be provided for. Let me let go of that. start looking at those things in yourself. Don't keep running away from it, because if you keep running away from it, honestly, how can you expect a brighter future? You got to do that work on yourself. You got to have that spiritual awakening. And a lot of times people think spiritual awakenings are easy and require no commitment. But actually, it's a lifelong thing. You're always growing and evolving. Take time for reflection, whether it's in the morning or before you go to bed, or if you're just feeling called to take time to reflect. Take that time for yourself and say, hey, maybe I'm not feeling great right now, but I'm making progress. I'm changing each day. Start small. Start telling yourself smaller affirmations that you actually believe, because oftentimes I find we say something like, I believe in myself, I am so great, when really we don't believe that, and actually we're just amplifying the resistance to that within ourselves when we say an affirmation we don't believe and it doesn't feel good. So start smaller if you have to. Say, hey, I'm closer than I was yesterday. Have believable affirmations that are positive, but not obviously like grandiose where you don't believe it. Start small if you have to. Say, hey, I'm closer than I was yesterday. I'm changing every day. Wow, I'm making progress today. I did this today. Okay, cool. The next day, amp it up a little bit. Wow, I'm really grateful for this opportunity. Wow, I'm really grateful to be alive right now. The next day, amp it up a little bit. Wow, I'm really grateful for this. I really feel confident today. Keep gradually amping it up once you believe it, because naturally that will shift your vibration. It's better than having those thoughts in your head that you don't want there. You are so powerful. You are so full of potential, and that is infinite and limitless, and I really want you to see that in yourself, because what you are is beautiful. You are one with all that is. And the very fact that you are alive right now is so special. Be grateful that you got to wake up today. Even if today isn't a great day, say, hey, I'm still alive. A bad day does not mean a bad life. A bad year does not mean a bad life. Start shifting your perception about it. Start looking at, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? Oftentimes, we have hardships so that we can have a greater experience and appreciation of the light, the joy, and the happiness when we get to the other side of that. When we pull ourselves through, we gain strength. We gain the tools we need to be where we want to be, and the tools we need to help others who are struggling the same. So instead of looking at hardships or roadblocks as the end-all, be-all of everything, so many humans like to say, this hardship, I can't keep going, I just cannot do it. No, there are so many people out there that have it much worse than we may, and they use that to motivate them. They use that to say, hey, I'm not feeling great right now, but this is where I want to be, and I'm going to get there. I'm going to overcome this obstacle. Because honestly, at the end of the day, there is no one more powerful than you are to impact your life. You are so powerful that you are literally the only thing that can get in your way. Say, for example, you have an obstacle and you say, nope, I'm going to prevail. I'm going to overcome this. Cool. Or you have the same obstacle and you say, I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I can't. Nope, I can't. In that instance, you had the power to decide how you wanted it to go. You had the power to say, I'm going to prevail from this. I'll work around this. I'll work with this. I'll use this to motivate me. Or you could take that same power and say, nope, I'm going to defeat myself. I can't do it. Not going to happen. And a lot of times people like to blame other people for that, but ultimately you are the only thing that stands in your way of your success, of your greatness, of all that there is for you out there. So start embracing your power. It is not something to be feared. It is something to embrace, that beautiful calm within that we all have, that beautiful flow that we have. Tune inwards and listen to your heart. Let that guide you. Let what resonates with you guide you. Trust yourself. Stop fearing yourself. And sure, that sounds so easy, so great, but really, it's just, you gotta start believing in yourself. Life is as hard as you make it out to be. If you tell yourself something is hard, it's only as hard as you tell yourself it is. Or you could shift that perspective and say, nope, I'm gonna overcome this. I'm gonna use this to my benefit, to my strength. So it's all really a matter of perception at the end of the day. But what's the most important is that you are still alive, and that means you have stuff yet to create for yourself. You have beauty yet to explore. You have things yet to experience. You are alive today, and not many people get that opportunity. Some people, they didn't make it today, but you did. So how is that going to impact you? How is that going to change your life? Because in each moment, each day, each hour, we can start anew. We can recenter and find our intentions and set our intentions again for the day. We can say, hey, I'm feeling anxious right now, but I'm going to switch that track. I want this out of my day. I'm going to have the intention of calm and love and prosperity. Switch your intentions. Start playing with that. Start testing things out for yourself in your mind, letting go of those old subconscious patterns that no longer serve you. This time period is a shedding of the shadow self, and a lot of people that have been on this journey for a while, it's not as scary or daunting, but to the rest of the world, it looks like some exterior chaos is going on, and people fail to realize that it starts with themselves, it starts from within, and we are in alignment with things at all times, whether those are good for us or not. So take a time to look at your patterns, take a time to look within, and say, hey, I don't like this about myself. Maybe I'm feeling judgmental, maybe I'm overcompensating for something, but why? Why do I feel that way, and what can I do about it? Ultimately, at the end of the day, I believe things can be solved with love. Start looking at yourself through eyes of love. Some people say looking at yourself through the eyes of a loving God or a loving creator. Just marvel at the beauty that you are, at that beautiful creation, as if you just painted a masterpiece and you're standing back in awe, like, wow, that is beautiful, that is amazing. And then you start seeing all the other pieces of art as masterpieces as they are. Take that time to tune inward and appreciate yourself, love yourself. One more thing I wanted to share with you today is that the happiness you feel, the things you feel, are things you bring with you. A lot of times we think, oh, that person's so happy, they've got it great, they've got it made, or I feel so excited when I'm with this person, or why isn't it like that with other people? It's what you bring to the table. Ultimately, relationships bring out the best in each other, but it's just a reflection of what you have. Some people you need to set energetic boundaries with if they're draining you, so take the time to do that and know that you really deserve the best. You deserve someone that will make you feel recharged. The happiness you feel, the beauty you see in the world is a reflection and a reminder of who you are beyond the surface of this human experience. You are amazing. You are so beautiful. You are so full of infinite potential, infinite light. No matter what you're going through, whether it's depression, anxiety, exterior hardships, it's so easy to get our consciousness caught up in that, caught up in the daily struggles of human survival. But honestly, look past that and say, okay, even if today sucked, I've got this beautiful light inside of me. Everyone has that beautiful light inside of yourself. So start to see it, take the time to see it and appreciate it and tap into it. It is always surrounding you. It is always within you, waiting for you to tap in and tune in. And you do that by spending time with yourself, whether it's time to reflect, meditation, a walk through a park, seeing that beauty and experiencing it for yourself. That is you. That is who you are. You are so beautiful, so amazing, so worthy. Please start seeing that in yourselves. Imagine how the world would be if we all started seeing that in ourselves. Another interesting message I received from the past week leading up to the solar eclipse was that listen to your feelings and honor how you feel. Sometimes in a situation we might not be feeling so great, but we tend to ignore that and push forward, it's fine, whatever. No, honor how you feel, listen to what you feel. If you're hiking and you feel tired, listen to your body, listen to how you feel. If you're spending time with someone and you don't feel good around them, why are you spending time with them? If you want something in your life but it doesn't feel good, listen to that, honor how you feel, be healthy, drink water, spend time with good, fun-loving people that love your soul, love your uniqueness. And it will work out. It will be so beautiful once you start embracing your authenticity. A lot of people are kind of afraid and say, I can't embrace my authenticity. People have beat me down. But honestly, do not dim your light for anybody, because that is affecting how you feel. Whether you go to work and get in trouble with your boss and you dim your light in response to that, ultimately, you're experiencing that own feeling of turning yourself down, turning your volume down, turning your smile down. It does not affect the other person, it affects you. So do not dull your sparkle. A lot of people in this society are falling in love with facades because people are afraid to be themselves. And when the true person comes out, it's like, I don't like that person. But wear your heart on your sleeve. Be proud of the authentic, beautiful individual that you are, and the right people will love you for it. Otherwise, you'll continue to hide behind the facade, and people will still judge you for it. Regardless, it's like you're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't. That's what I ultimately came to learn. and be present in your body. Take that time to be present. It's not as scary as it seems. I used to always be leaving my body. I didn't want to be present. I was scared that I would be hurt in the present moment. But actually what I came to realize when I reflected was that when I was getting hurt by people, I was not present. And because I was not present, my light wasn't there. My strength wasn't there. My perseverance wasn't there. I was just kind of like living through the motions. And that is when I was being judged. That is when I was being hurt, because I wasn't the beautiful being that I am and that you are. Embrace that beauty in yourself. And if somebody sees that within you, they will really value you and love you. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't like to take the time to do that. And so they judge their assumptions of you. They judge and project onto you their own beliefs, their own baggage even sometimes. So the people that judge you, the people that hurt you, they don't see the real you. If they saw the real beauty that you are, your authenticity, your love, your light, this unconditional place of love that you come from, anybody would love that. Anyone would be lucky to have that. But a lot of people don't take the time to see that in others because they don't even see it in themselves. Take that time to love yourself and embrace who you are, and realize that if you're at peace with yourself and happy with yourself, that is ultimately all that matters. A lot of times it's so easy to be a people pleaser. Oh, I don't want to let people down. But you can't let people down if you're at peace with yourself and at peace with your decisions, because ultimately that's what matters. So be at peace with who you are. Start loving who you are and embracing who you are, because you're stuck with yourself for life. So either numb out to that and run away and expect for life to be handed to you on a silver platter, or do the dirty work. Get down in your soul, do some gardening in there, nurture yourself, love yourself, say, hey, maybe I'm not feeling perfect today, but I'm getting there. My soul is beautiful, it's abundant, it's perfect, it's lush, it's flourishing. But human reality, I'm getting closer than I was yesterday. Take that time to be patient with yourself, love yourself, and if you catch yourself having negative thoughts, don't fight it. Don't create resistance to that. Because ultimately when you have a negative thought and get angry about it, you're lowering that vibration even more. If you catch yourself in your old patterns, say, hey, I love myself. I'm not going to go down this route today. I'm going to go over here, going to go love myself now. Okay, cool. Getting closer than I was yesterday. It's literally rewiring our brain. In psychology, it's called neuroplasticity, which means we have neural pathways and we have neurons that communicate to each other. This one goes to this one, goes to this one, goes to this one. So when you're having OCD thoughts or a thought process that doesn't serve you, every time you think that, it literally strengthens that pathway. It goes, oh, we're going down this path again, negative, negative, negative. It strengthens. It's kind of like when you see a hiking trail that's already been walked on, and you go, oh, okay, I'm going to go down this path. This is easier than going down through the brush, through the bushes. But when you start catching yourself, you shift that pathway. So now instead of going down this way, you're going down this way, and it becomes stronger and easier over time. Take the time to appreciate what you have, to be grateful for what you have, and to also illuminate the parts within you that you are ready to let go of, that you are ready to move beyond. We're so afraid of change, but we're always changing. We can't hide from it. And a lot of times people are afraid of the unknown. There's no fear of the unknown. It's what we project into it. We think, if I quit my job, people will judge me. But you could think, if I quit my job, I could find a better one and be happy, So ultimately, the unknown is what we project into it. Project love, project good thoughts. Focus on what you're thinking and what you're putting out there vibrationally. Make sure it's positive, because at these times it's manifesting rapidly. Keep your thoughts positive and focus on what you want. Focus on what you love instead of focusing on your fears and anxieties and worries and giving all of your energy and attention to that. Start making that shift. I used to be one of those anxious people having panic attacks every day, negative and fearful, but through training my mind, I literally was able to rewire my mind, say, hey, instead of focusing on what I hate about myself today, I'm going to start taking note of a couple of things I like about myself today. I'm going to wake up and notice a couple of things I like about myself, even though it was hard, even though I didn't believe it. Over time, it shifted my perspective. Over time, it added up to the long run. I wanted to remind you that you are this beautiful being. You are alive right now. You are getting to express yourself as an individual in a human form. That's pretty amazing. We are on a planet, in a body. That in and of itself is a miracle. And that is enough to tell me that if that is possible, anything else is possible. The dreams you have are possible. The things you want out of life are possible. You wouldn't be thinking about them if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't possible. You are so full of potential, honestly, you are. Start seeing that potential in yourself and bringing it out. Sure, it can be scary to take the leap of faith into the unknown, into becoming a different, stronger, better version of yourself. But in the long run, that is where you want to be, if you want to be there. So take that time to get to be with yourself, to get to love yourself. It can be scary, but the times of running away are coming to an end. You can't run away forever and expect a different outcome. And that is what America and the rest of the world is coming to learn. You can't numb out forever. You can't live an unexamined life forever. Eventually you'll hit walls, and eventually those walls will make you question why you're there in the first place, how you got there, what you can do about it. So start making that change right now. Start looking within and saying, hey, instead of running away and numbing out to my anxiety, I'm going to deal with it. What am I anxious about? Oh, I'm anxious about this. Okay, makes sense. Cool, anxiety is gone. Or, oh, I'm feeling anxious. I'm going to take a couple of deep breaths into where I feel tension. Breathe into that area 5 times and let it go. Your body will start to calm down and slow down. Not everything needs to be done in a rush. Not everything needs to be done in a hurry. Take your time. Take things slow. Love yourself. Take good care of yourself. And ultimately, where there is a will, there is a way. I didn't want to see it, but at one point, I was going to school full time and working 2 jobs back to back, and I told myself, this is a literal excuse. I do not have time for my dreams. This is an actual valid excuse. I do not have time for my dreams. But what I realized was, instead of spending 2 hours before bed on Instagram, scrolling through whatever, I could have taken that time to read a book, to meditate, to work on my dreams. And I kept telling myself, I don't have time, I'm too busy for that. But that didn't feel good. At the end, it didn't feel good. I felt depressed and anxious that I wasn't doing what I wanted to do with my life. And who wants to live a life like that? So set some time aside for your passion projects. Set some time aside for yourself and love yourself wholeheartedly. Because you are whole, you are one, we are united. And that is such a beautiful expression. So take that time, make that time for yourself. Say, hey, I might be busy, but I'm not going to let that be an excuse to keep me from doing my dream for a year. Make that time, take that time, and prioritize, because where there is a will, there is a way, honestly. I have seen so many people that are physically disabled and that can't live their dreams, but are finding ways around it and working through it. Meanwhile, us able-bodied people that might be able to do it tell ourselves, oh, we can't do it. We put limitations on ourselves. That is the great human condition. We put so many limitations on ourselves. But the beauty and the funny thing about that is that in the darkness, we often find light. And in those dark times, in that hardship, in that adversity, we prevail. We show our strength. Those hardships show us our strength. It's kind of funny if you think about it. But take that time to say, hey, finding my strength. You don't know how powerful you are until you have to use it. You are a beautiful divine being, and I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for all that you are, for all that we are. We play an important role in life. We play an important role in the lives of others. We are co-creators. We are interconnected. I love you all so much. Please see the worth and the beauty and the love in yourself. Please do not settle for less. Please realize that you are so worthy. You've always been worthy. You are whole. You are complete with yourself. And start embodying your higher frequency, your higher vibration. Have that image of yourself that you want to be. And start embodying that. This is who I am. Bring that energy into your body. And that is how you will get there. Be patient with yourself. You are so loved. You are so beautiful. You can really accomplish anything if you so choose to use your time and your energy wisely. You can get there. So take some time to journal. Figure out what's important to you. Figure out what's going on that you want help with. You see, the first step is realizing that something is wrong, because most people are in denial about being in denial. They don't want to see it. I was definitely that way for a while, and even recently, I was in denial about certain things that I didn't like about myself. No, I'm not that way. No, I have higher knowledge from higher beings that I've channeled, but I wasn't applying that to my life. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but you gotta apply it to your life. You gotta start living that walk instead of just talking the talk. Yep. So that's what I had to say about the solar eclipse, but if you like, you can say we're gonna do a meditation now. I'm going to close my eyes so you can get comfortable. Take a moment to get comfy, put your phone on speaker, lay down if you like, and then I will channel a guided meditation for us all to let go of the things that no longer serve us and step forward into our own light, our own beauty. Just take a moment to get comfortable. Okay. When you are ready, you may gently close your eyes, feeling comfortable in your body, feeling grateful for your body and all that you are. Taking a moment to tune inward and appreciate yourself for being here, appreciating the fact that you are strong enough to be here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Take a moment to appreciate all the love and abundance that is infinitely within you, always been there, waiting for you to tap into it, to tune into it, and to allow it to flow through you, allowing that abundance to flow through you and make you feel whole, feeling at peace, feeling loved, feeling protected, knowing who you are and owning it. Taking a moment to notice if there's any tension in your body, gently observing it and releasing it with each breath you take, breathing deeply into any tension, into any stress, into any anxiety, and exhaling it, allowing it to stretch out, to release. Breathing into that energy and allowing yourself to feel release, to feel peace, feeling lighter and taller, feeling calmer and stronger, appreciating all that you are, all that you've been through that has led you up to this moment, this beautiful moment where you realize that you are so divine, so sacred. Your time here is so beautiful. All that you are is beautiful. Taking a moment to visualize yourself, the beauty that you want to see in yourself, the beauty you want to embody in yourself, envisioning your higher self, what that looks like to you, what that feels like to you. That source of divine energy, peace, and strength. What does that look like? What does that feel like? Embody that energy. Place it inside of your heart, realizing that that is you. Trusting yourself because you know yourself best. Trusting yourself because you create this life for yourself. Nobody else does. And taking a walk through a beautiful pathway, through a beautiful forest. Everything seems to seem soft. The soft grass beneath your feet, the beautiful air surrounding you, the beautiful trees and plants glistening in the sunlight. Allowing yourself to feel supported by the earth with each step you take forward along your path, feeling the support of being in your body, feeling the support of the earth beneath you, the weight of the earth supporting each foot, lifting you up higher. Knowing that you are so beautiful, you are so divine, and with each day, each moment, you become a different person, closer to who you want to be, closer to the embodiment of your soul, appreciating different aspects of yourself, appreciating all that you've been through as it has shown you and illuminated different aspects of yourself to be appreciated, different angles to view the beauty of your soul. Walking forward effortlessly, weightless, as a beautiful force of energy carries you to where you want to be in life, envisioning what that looks like to you, feeling the carry, the pull of this energy leading you to what resonates with you, listening to your heart and knowing that you can trust it. As each moment you listen to your heart, the path unfolds and you are provided for infinitely with abundance, reminding you that you are this infinite creator coming from a source of unconditional love and abundance, experiencing itself as human for a little while, the excitement of getting to create something new, the excitement of getting to experience life for yourself, interacting with other interconnected beings, noticing the beauty in life, the plants, the people, the earth, taking it all in, feeling led by your heart and trusting it, trusting yourself, letting go of any worries with each step you take. With each step you take, feeling stronger, feeling confident, feeling worthy, loved, abundant, at peace, moving closer to the light, moving closer to your passions, closer to your higher self. And as you move closer to that, you move further away from the things that no longer serve you, whether those are patterns, people, thoughts. Pulling yourself closer to the beautiful life that you want for yourself, knowing that you can create it for yourself, and allowing the rest to fall to the side effortlessly as you move forward with confidence and strength, knowing that you are a beautiful divine creator and that your time here is so sacred and to be appreciated. Feeling the interconnectedness of the earth and the appreciation from the earth for you being strong enough to be here and experience your life, for you having the bravery to come down here to experience what you wanted to experience and to create what you wanted to create, realizing that in each moment you have the power to change your life. In each moment you have the power to create something new, something beautiful. In each moment you can choose to embody your authenticity. And as you choose to embody your authenticity, you energetically make it okay for others to do the same. Simply by being, simply by holding that energy within you, you allow the collective to experience their authenticity as well. Feeling the appreciation from everyone as you allow them to expand, as you hold the space for expansion. Feeling the appreciation from the people, from the plants, from the animals, from yourself. Appreciating yourself, loving yourself, nurturing yourself as you would to another, whether it was a plant, an animal, a friend. Nurturing yourself as you would nurture another. And feeling that appreciation coming from within you. That appreciation and excitement to be alive right now. Knowing that the very fact that you are alive means anything is possible. Showing appreciation for the hardships as they gave you strength and insight. Showing appreciation for everything as it led you to this moment. Leading you closer to who you are. And trusting in your heart. Feeling excited for all that you are and all that you will become. All encompassing this beautiful energy around you. This energy of change, of growth and expansion, as you move closer to who you truly are, beneath the surface, beneath this human experience. Moving closer to your light, moving closer to your love, to your choice of expression of self. Knowing that as you embrace and express your authenticity, the world welcomes you with open arms. The people welcome your energy with open arms. And the right people will love you for you and support you along the way. Having the faith to surrender and let go of any worries, any anxieties. Picturing what you want out of life and surrendering it to the universe so that you no longer have to worry about it. Trusting that things will unfold as you allow yourself to be present and listening to your heart, to lead the way, to guide the way in each moment, tuning into your inner guidance, setting your intentions, and asking for help with whatever you may be seeking. Set that intention now and put it out to the universe, trusting that you're getting there, trusting that you're closer, knowing yourself, expressing yourself, feeling confident in your body, feeling excited about life again, feeling recharged, rejuvenated, and at peace with who you are and who you're becoming, feeling excited for the beautiful unfolding, that beautiful expansion of self as you grow and evolve with each moment, becoming more of who you are and expressing that freely with ease as you inspire others along the way, feeling that awe of inspiration that you have caused in others, knowing that you impact everyone. So impact them with love, impact yourself with love. Take this moment and make it a moment to realize that you can create this life for yourself, that you can embody your own energy and be safe in it, feeling safe in your body, feeling safe with yourself, trusting yourself, returning to self, feeling at peace, feeling serenity, knowing that you are so amazing, you are so loved unconditionally, and supported with each step you take on your journey. Feeling the warmth, feeling the light with each step you take, feeling supported and confident, moving forward along your journey with ease, with abundance, with peace, as you light the way for others simply by being yourself. Share that appreciation with yourself now and send it out to the world. Embodying that higher self, embodying that vision of yourself, and allowing that energy to fill your body, returning your awareness back to your body and how it feels, returning your awareness to the energy surrounding you, the energy within you, noticing how it feels, feeling grateful for all you are. And when you are ready, you may bring your awareness back to your breath, focusing on your appreciation for being alive, for being able to express yourself and experience this life for yourself, sharing your gifts with the world as that is needed now, feeling recharged, rejuvenated, and at peace. When you are ready, you may bring your awareness back to your breath, noticing how you feel, stepping back into your body. When you are ready, you may wiggle your fingers and toes gently, stretching. When you are ready, you may gently open your eyes and take a moment to notice how you feel, what you're experiencing, and feeling at peace with it. Knowing that you can always call forth this energy again by remembering it. Knowing that you always have this beautiful space within you at all times, and choosing to turn to it instead of running from oneself. Embrace and embody this new light that you are. And as you do so, that energy is shared with the collective for the world to feel and marvel at. Hello. I'm sending you all so much love today. Know that you are so amazing, so worthy, so valuable. Please take into account all that you are and know that it is beautiful. You are amazing and so full of abundance, so full of light, so full of potential. Dive deep into there and explore that within you. Explore what you're passionate about, what makes you happy. Feel that resonance and allow it to carry you through the day, through each day, through life, knowing that you create this life for yourself and being happy with your choices, happy with your life as you create it for yourself instead of allowing somebody else to create it for you, instead of allowing somebody else to make decisions for you. Turn to yourself, turn inwards, and appreciate yourself for all that you are. You are so strong, so beautiful. You've made it this far, and you've got a lot to come, so much abundance, so much gratitude. I'm sending you so much love today. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you. You can find me on my page, Awaken5D. I'm Christy, and I'm sending you so much love today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for that experience. Thank you for coming together, the collective, to raise your vibration and to appreciate all that you are. I'm grateful for you, and I love helping people see that within themselves. If you are interested in more, please send me a DM at Awaken5D. I love you all so much. I plan on doing weekly guided meditations, most likely on Sundays. But I also do one-on-one if you're interested. I'm sending you all so much love and light. You are worthy, you are amazing, you are the creator of your life. Do not allow your emotions to rule your life. And please realize that nobody can make you feel any way without your approval. Nobody makes you feel sad. Nobody makes you feel angry. Realize that everyone has their own mindset, their own thing they're going through, and you don't have to react to that. You can respond by saying, that's their problem, not me. I'm at peace. Find that love, that radiance, that light within you. You've got it. You're so beautiful and amazing. I'm sending you so much love and light today. Have a beautiful day.